Okay, good morning, Lynn and Jeff. Here we're in front of 2409 Arlington. We've got a lot of glare here on this today. It's a beautiful, it feels like, almost feels like fall, like early fall. I can't get you, because of the sun, I can't get you a good look at the roof, but I did look at it. It looks like all the shingles are laying pretty flat as far as that goes. But if I'm not mistaken, this roof was 2008. Probably would recommend, if you were going to move forward on this, I would recommend getting uh, getting a roof inspection. Um, you can see it's pretty busy here landscaping. We've got a flagpole here, so that's kind of cool. Um, she's got a lot of these marks: Sullivan's, milkweed, meadow, blazing star, zigzag, goldenrod, dense, blazing star. They've got some road construction going down the street, so that's what you're viewing there. And 'tis the season to be doing a lot of road work and stuff. But I'm going to step out here real quick and just kind of give you an idea of the general neighborhood, our neighbors, and that kind of thing. And you can see again the landscaping, extremely busy. I've always had kind of a policy that I've always shared with my clients is I don't like anything touching my house. However, sometimes you're going to have those things happen. Doesn't mean that they couldn't be trimmed back. But I'm going to give you a look down the street here also. And this is kind of pretty. I believe this is all wild strawberries in this part of the boulevard. And then, of course, it's got regular grass over here. So I'm going to step back here a little bit. Just kind of give you an idea here of the housing. These folks next door, that house looks really nice. The one next to that looks really nice. This one is very busy. It's got a tree that's dying in front of it. Needs to be taken out, I think. And just down the street here, we've got St. Paul Catholic Church, and of course Genesis East is looking off into this direction at a diagonal. So let's kind of walk around here. Now this property has an attached garage, and I had difficulty getting into it. The key was jammed up into the key safe, so I do not know if we're going to be able to get into the garages, but we are going to try to do that. There's only one key that I've got access to. This is an older overhead door. It does have a garage door opener, I believe, because of this genie thing here. So hopefully, okay, we're good. I didn't think we were recording here for a second. I was sitting there going, oh my gosh. So I'm going to take you along around this side first and just kind of give you a look. And again, there's a lot of hedge through here. I have a hedge like this at my house. And the only thing is with this chain link fence, it does grow through the hedge. That would kind of drive me nuts, but it's not something I would probably stress over, but it would be kind of nice if it was trimmed. But again, these folks are taking very good care of their house next door, so I'm sure at the right time it'll be done. Looks like they've got a shed here also, and then some kind of a patio. So we're going to go back the other way now. We're going to walk around here. This is the old. This is where they used to put the coal. That's about all I can say on that. Now I want to bring your attention to this. This is a screened porch, okay? And you see how this looks like a crack? It's not a crack. These screens have been cut this way, and actually they're designed to be taken off there if you want to take them off. Now, at my house, we had screens the same way. We got rid of them. I didn't like them. But so I don't want you to think when we're walking up there that's a crack necessarily. They just cut that around the block. And we'll go up there and we'll look inside and I'll give you a better idea of what that's about. They've done some repair on that before. You can see that thing right at the top here, that L bracket, and they're doing that to keep that screen in place that's up above there. So let's go around to the side here and you can see it's busy, busy, busy as far as landscaping goes. They're heavily into that. This is swamp milkweed here, monarch way station, and I did see some butterflies, so they're kind of cool. So got a birch here, and this is where they had talked in the listing about an egress window. So this egress window is put in. They're using a galvanized system, which I'm not a big fan of because they tend to pull away from the house after a while. But again, the fact that if it is compliant with the way they should be put in, that's kind of nice. And I do like the fact that it is covered, so I think that's a plus too. Some really pretty flowers here. So we're going to head back this way. And again, this is got this ivy. A lot of bees, which is healthy. Got these sunflowers here. This pipe that's coming out of the house right there, you can just barely make it out. That's part of the sump thing, and I think they did this on purpose. Also, if you look up here into this screen thing, there's actually a cat back there. He came out to greet me when I first went in there, but it's actually discharging into the downspout, and of course it's all being discharged from the house this way over to this pop-up. So I don't think I have a problem with that. She's got all these plantings labeled, which I think is kind of cool. And of course we see the two-car garage out back. That pipe above there indicates to me that it probably has some form of heating. If we can get in, we can check that out. Now the other thing that I want you to be aware of here, they take really good care of their grass. I mean, their grass looks good. It's got some weeds in it which would drive me nuts, but by and large it looks like they take pretty good care of it. It's just so gosh darn busy. Now you see where they have the electrical panel is going to be right on the outside here, and this mast comes up here, and then it's going out and it's going right up to this pole right there. Okay, so the significance of that is right now this wire is not compromised by these branches, but this wire is, and I don't know what this wire is for, maybe cable, whatever, but you can maybe see up here, but there's a wire running straight through there. And again, this tree is not on your yard, but it's on the other guy's yard, but I'm not comfortable with these limbs just hanging over here. It's just a beacon for if you get some bad things happening, and you can see that there's some dead stuff into that tree there. So let's get up closer here and see what we're dealing with on the deck. And just so you know, I really don't like decks because all I see is maintenance, but they are a necessary evil many times. They've patched in some decking. Some of this stuff is showing some signs of wear, but it's not moving or anything like that. Probably the right thing to do would be to maybe put composite decking down at some point if one wanted to do that. They've got this screened in area here, and it looks like they've got a fan running also. Now I believe, if I recall, they do have central air, but again, they may choose just to use fans and stuff like that. At my house, we've got hot water heat, and we do not have central air. We've got 3 units that we run during the summer when it gets real hot. But that's just because I've got hot water heat. With this geothermal setup, that's pretty slick. So I want to take a look over here and see if we can see anything that looks like an air conditioning unit. And as yet, I'm not seeing anything. I'm just curious on this. So they've got all their gardening things in here. So that's what that's all about. Well, for the life of me, I cannot see anything that looks like a central air conditioning unit. I'm probably walking right by it and don't even know it. It looks like on these soffits, these are ventilated, and a lot of soffits have that in them, in plates of them, but this is continuous all along. I don't know if you can see the perforations in the soffits. And of course, I think this is probably, I think it's aluminum. I think it's been painted before. And like in these windows here, I can tell you that these are the original windows. And a true divided light up here. I've painted many of those. We've switched ours out about 5 years ago. We got rid of all of them. Maybe 6 or 7 years ago. But it doesn't appear that they do have aluminum storms and screens on here. So far, I'm not seeing anything as far as central air, and I want to double check here. It just says air conditioning geothermal. So I don't know, maybe they're getting it from down below. And that could be from that standpoint. I'm used to seeing some kind of a unit. Let's see if we can get into this puppy. Nope. It's not gonna cooperate with me. There may be another key jammed up into that. Maybe I'll find it in the house. If I do, I want to go out there and see what the house looks like. But I'm going through here again. The roof on the garage looks pretty good. And like I say, I think if this is 2008, as far as the roof goes, because I put my roof on in 2008, and I know if I was going to sell it, I would at least, at the minimum, do a roof inspection. So I'm kind of looking here, and there may be a unit somewhere, but I'm certainly not seeing it as yet. And these are original windows here also. I can see that. And they're using window airs up above on the second level. So that's something to keep in mind too. Probably more impressive that they're only paying $144 a month, even using window airs, for God's sakes. So that's kind of good, actually. Okay, that's all I've got for outside right now. Going to give you another quick run through. Got a big tree in front, and give you a look down the street on the other side, and we'll head inside.